Hey, this is John and Becky from StubGroup. We're one of the top premier Google partner digital advertising agencies in the world, and we also have the unique privilege of being an international growth agency partner with Google, which is a whole separate thing. And today we want to explain what that means and ultimately how that helps us help our clients expand internationally, dominate Google Ads, and generate more profit online. So, Becky, could you go ahead and give those who are watching an overview of what it means to be an IGAP partner with Google?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, what it means is that we are one of very few agencies that have been selected to have this opportunity to work with a new team at Google that's highly focused on global expansion. That team is dedicated to helping businesses find out where they can be the most profitable as they decide to start offering their products and services internationally. The program is really unique in that it gives us a lot of opportunity to look in depth at what kinds of opportunities that there are that might exist for particular businesses. We can deep dive into things through an export analysis of a particular type of company or service. We can use the Market Explorer to get a little bit more of a broad view of things like recurring income in the country, what's a good price point for a product, different things like that. Each of these things really gives us the ability to look at a client's business from an international perspective and give them an incredibly well-rounded idea of what it might look like if they were to take that jump. We don't do it on our own. Luckily, because of being selected to be a part of this program, we get to work with that growth team at Google. Some of the opportunities that we have are through the things I mentioned, like the Market Explorer and the export analysis. And John, I think you've got some examples of that you wanted to share, right?
Yeah. So we had a client recently. They were, or they are, I should say, in the clothing space, specifically kind of a little bit higher end clothing. They have done a fantastic job in the US market. They're killing it in terms of reaching the US market, and they're looking for ways to expand beyond the US market and bring their clothing line elsewhere. And so we're able to use a tool like Market Explorer to take the kind of category and subcategory that they're in and use all kinds of internal data, that Google has built into this tool to say, all right, what would be some of the lowest hanging fruit in terms of where we can expand? So we can compare different countries across a variety of different metrics, things like interest in that category, total volume of people searching, how much competition is there in that space, what's the GDP per capita, which is particularly helpful if you're selling a more of a higher end type of product. And so you can contrast and set different weights and essentially see what are the very best countries for us to expand into based upon the customized weighting that you set up. And that's going to be the place where we can most effectively invest our time, our energy, our ad spend into expanding a brand and advertising the products or services to that location. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's all sorts of data that you can then export from there and put together to review and to kind of be a part of the initial strategy of, all right, how are we going to expand internationally? Where does it make sense? What types of campaigns? What areas within the country are we going to target, etc. There's all sorts of data that Google has and provides to us through our IGAP relationship to be able to pull that and present that to a client as well. And then additionally, there's all kinds of other options that our team at Google provides to support us. Things like translating ad copy into a target language, or translating product feeds, or assisting even with thinking through logistics of like finding shipping options internationally, or how to set up shipping policies. There's all kinds of different support that Google's able to provide. Google obviously being an incredibly global company, they've solved all sorts of problems and they have a wealth of information to pull from and solutions to pull from to help make it just easier making that step out of the US or out of whatever your initial domestic territory is. So yeah, all sorts of fun stuff, and we love leveraging this on behalf of our clients to take that next scaling step in their enterprises.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that it's a great opportunity for somebody who maybe hasn't thought about it, and an even better opportunity for someone who's been thinking about it for a long time and they're kind of ready to take that leap. So if that's you, if that's your business, please head over to stubgroup.com, reach out to us. We'd be really excited to get an evaluation together for you. We'll look at your accounts for free. We'll give you some ideas of what we can do when it comes to expanding internationally, and we'd love to talk to you about your business.
Hey, Do you want to dominate Google Ads and grow your business? Subscribe to this channel and we'll help you learn how. You see, we've made almost $500 million for our clients from Google Ads. In fact, according to Google, StubGroup is one of the best performing Google partners in the world. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like the one you just watched and learn how to dominate Google Ads, increase profits, and grow your business too. And check out the description below for your own free Google Ads profit plan, customized for your business.